how we are successful with digital wallpaper printing. About Rebel Walls, we are obviously a Swedish company based on the west coast in Sweden, founded by a family of wallpaper in the third generation, Cristofer and Irene Gimmersta, at 2012. Rebel Walls is a brand within the Gimmersta group, so we also have conventional brands such as Sandberg wallpaper. And we are working with resellers around the world globally, and we are also working with a high number of interior designer clients. But the main sales channel is today for Rebel Walls the global e-commerce site with business to consumer, where we currently are reaching 26 different markets globally, and our website is translated into 23 different languages. Rebel Walls Beyond the Ordinary. Our mission and why, how, and what is that we believe everyone is different, and we want to encourage you to claim your own space. That's sort of the mission and why Rebel Walls exist as a brand. And how we do that? We do it by decorating walls for a global audience, and we want to give them a customized experience, whatever your taste might be into interior design. And we do that by creating extraordinary room settings. So we try to give inspiration and advice how to create the whole experience, not only the wallpaper, but the furniture and the carpets, etc. And the core values within Rebel Walls, our mission, what we see every morning when we go to the office is think extraordinary, be creative, and make change. And that's also what we ask our customers to claim their own space. Our business model, yet it's fully digital and e-commerce. We work with different personas, and to keep it short, there are mainly 3 different personas we are working with today. With COVID times, as referred by Donna, of course, the consumer persona is very important to us, the business to consumer, where actually the end user are going online and buying our products. That's something where we have seen actually a growth in these difficult times where we have a lockdown. Consumers are still buying wallpaper and decorating their homes. Especially the home office trend is very strong, I can tell you. Influencers, we are working with influencers as well, business to consumer and business to business, more or less professional customers. And designers, of course, architects, interior stylists, and business, where we have big hotel chains, restaurants, offices, etc. We have resellers around the world, which is more the traditional setup of wallpaper trade. And we also have in selected countries wholesale and distributors that are managing our brand locally in their own market. Again, the website, 23 different languages and 26 markets. Our strategy is to open at least 3 new markets every year. So 3 different countries or regions every year minimum is our growth plan for Rebel Walls brand. And why do we use digital production? I will touch some of the subjects already mentioned by Donna in her presentation, but this is how we see it. Of course, the unlimited design capabilities give us much more tools in the design phase. We have four designers that are designing only for digital, and they take advantage of the unlimited number of colors and that there are no repeat. So we are not designing based on the conventional way to see a repeat. That doesn't mean that there is no repeat in our designs, but it could be 70 centimeters or 7 meters repeat. Designers are not restricted to this. And the high definition of detail is very important to us. We are creating our artwork in a very high resolution, and the Xeikon engine are capable of printing this very high detail in the final product. And low or no stock levels at Rebel Walls. It's actually no stock levels. We are not keeping one single roll on a shelf. We keep everything digital stored and printing only on order. That enables us to have a broader assortment, so we can actually keep collections for phase in and phase out phase with profitability. For us, it's not an issue if a collection is not selling. That doesn't mean that we are not taking it out, because you can just archive it in our digital warehouse, or you can maybe next year we can expose it in a different way. And next to this, of course, we have a very low startup of our production being digital, so it gives us a great advantage. The production model is that we want to keep everything in control, the supply chain ourselves. So we have, as I mentioned, our own designers that have the know-how how to design for digital and are enabling all of the nice capabilities. And next to that, we also have developed our website and all the technology behind the website ourselves to be in control, which also are close related to our production system internally that are driving the logistics and printing. And the sales model is, as mentioned, online, and that's the most important channel, but we also work with distribution and resellers. And the growing market is also contract production, white label for other brands and even other websites. We are integrating our production engine with projects like that. And why is still Xeikon #1 technology for us after 12 years? Because we have used Xeikon digital technology for 12 years at Rebel Walls. It's for us, of course, the production speed is unmatched. At 900 square meters per hour, we are very, very productive with this solution, and it's scalable for us. Today we have 2 production lines, but since Xeikon is offering a full integrated end-to-end solution, it's very easy for us to scale production since they are supplying us with all the printing components. And the production cost per square meter, if you compare that with inkjet, it's basically unmatched as well. The reliability and support is superior from Xeikon, and that's very important for us to have local service engineers that can keep our production plant running at every time. The dry technology without VOCs is important because they're also compliant with all the industry standards around the world. Being Scandinavian, we are quite on top of these things, but also when you're exporting globally, you realize that different regions have different restrictions for home decoration, and the Xeikon technology complies with them all. Highlight fastness, even without putting a top coat or a protection layer, it's very light resistance to direct UV light, and that's important to have a sustainable product in your home. Future improvements, wish lists. We are working closely with Xeikon, and we always want to do more. And the edge-to-edge color stability, yet it has been improved a lot over years. That's still something that still can improve to be able to address more conventional products to be printed digitally with a conventional repeat length and a conventional way to create the designs. And this is improving every year, and we believe that taking the next step will enable an even bigger penetration of digital technology in wall decoration. More substrate, of course, that's always on the wish list. We are today using 2 to 3 substrates, and we have 10 good candidates. But Donna mentioned metallics, for example. That's something that is quite new still to this industry of digital wallpaper printing. Increased wallpaper width, not very important for Rebel walls and Sandberg because we are designing our own. But if you want to really copy paste conventional, 530 millimeters would be a nice thing to have. For us, not very important, but if we're printing for other brands. Special effects such as metallic spot colors, mica colors, that's also on the wish list, of course. But our solution is that we design for the technology. We try to take advantage of all the nice things with going digital and do not focus so much on what things you cannot do. And that's how we have been successful for 12 years. Rebel Walls marketing, and we are an online company, so of course we are focusing on all the digital channels for our online marketing, such as Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn. We are present there, of course, on a daily basis with updates. We have like 5-6 people working full-time on this. And we also want to create content-rich communication with emails where we sort of show how to do things, inspiration, etc., not really sales emails. Our design service, of course, have full service approach to professional customers where they can support all the way through the creative phase to production. Colors in particular is very important, and samples is also extremely important if you are online, because you need, I will show you something here, you need something to touch and feel and smell. And that's why we are offering all our customers, consumers and professionals, up to 3 samples being sent to their home or to their business to select the designs they prefer, and also have something physical to touch and feel before they place the order online. And we work with conventional collection books as well, of course, 2 to 3 collection books per year. And then we do trend collections, which are online collection books on a higher frequent base, and also individual product releases. That can happen next week, for example, that we release two new designs just as an individual product release. And that's quite unique for being in the wallpaper business, where normally you plan your collections 1 year ahead. Influencer marketing is something where we also focus with a special group where we encourage collaborations with influencers globally. And we get a lot of good publicity this way, of course. Last but not least, still we work closely with design magazines, try to get exposure there with our brand and our way to make change in people's homes. I think that's my 15 minutes. That was a short one, but thank you very much. And I think if I unshare myself here, we are ready for some questions and answers.